All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So I'll be a couple of seconds here while I get my situation situated here, cause I'm running two instances of OBS tonight because I'm trying to stream the two locations at once, and that means that I can only stream my actual video to one of them, and you'll only get to see my screen recording on the other one. Limitations of my abilities at the moment. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to set up all my streams here. Okay, so Facebook's going live. YouTube should already be live. So at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm experimenting with dual streaming between YouTube and Facebook on my Linux machine using two instances of Open Broadcast Studio. So, so we'll see what happens here. That should be good. All right, I am live. Sweet. Oh, YouTube looks wrecked. Alright, whatever. That's okay. I will just have to live with it. And those of you who are watching on YouTube, you'll just kind of have to live with my wreckness at the moment. Like I say, okay, so anyway, I should be live on all channels here at the moment. And basically, guys, bear with me. What I have going on here tonight for you is just a little bit of an announcement. There's a little bit of a challenge out there with people who are less computer savvy. You know, they receive an email from their Nigerian uncle that's sending them a $4.6 billion inheritance, and somehow they think this stuff's legitimate, right? But not really, not just that stupid. Like, there are some really good attempts at phishing emails as well, and I want to address one of those with a borrowed talking point I grabbed off of somebody else's live stream that I was watching earlier tonight. But anyway, guys, I noticed my YouTube live stream at the moment. It seems like I have a lot of screen tearing going on. I'm just kind of kicking it over back to live here. But it looks like on my YouTube stream I have quite a bit of screen tearing going on, so you just have to kind of live with it. One of the limitations of what I got going on right now, guys. Facebook should be pretty good though. Okay, so you should be theoretically looking at this blue screen over here. So I have up, actually, why don't I grab this link, and I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to share it with you guys here before I even get started. So, boom, we'll share this link, and I got to flip over to my Facebook, and boom, we're going to share this link. Okay, so what I've shared with you is a link to the webpage that I'm looking at, and this is a website run by Google. And basically what it is, it's like a test. It's a quiz for how well you can identify phishing emails or scam emails that you receive in your inbox. Because obviously this is a growing concern, this is a growing problem, and more people are getting scammed by emails they receive in their inbox, because a lot of these people are getting a lot more clever with their approach and are just able to make their emails, their scams, a lot more convincing, okay? So what I was going to do, now I was on a live stream earlier today and I watched somebody go through this as we were having a discussion about email phishing, website phishing, you know, phishing for your usernames, logins, things like that. And we talked about a bunch of other security concerns on the internet. And I just wanted to narrow down the topic and bring this particular topic to you, and talk about that. I guess neither one of my streams have my actual video up. So guys, just gonna have to live with my screen recording here tonight while I better my stream another day. So we're looking at a quiz here, all right? So we're going to take the quiz. Can you spot when you're being phished? So if you guys don't know what phishing is, phishing, P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G, phishing is when, let's say you get an email for whatever service you use. Let's just say it's a Google login, okay? So they're saying, oh, there's a problem with your Google account. You need to log in now and resolve it. Except instead of sending you to google.com website, they send you to xyzxplow.xylmw.com/Google, right? So they send you to some scamwebsite.com, right, with this thing that looks like Google, and what they do is they get you to log into it. That way there they can harvest your login credentials, and then they can now take these login credentials and go to Google and log in as if they were you. So that's what phishing is. Phishing is the act of gathering your data by sending you a false website that looks like a real website in order to get you to voluntarily log in with your information, right, that then the attackers or the malicious users can now use in order to log into your legitimate accounts and then use them as if they were you, and then obviously cause you a bunch of harm. If there, excuse me, if there was no money to make with this process, nobody would do it. And a lot of people make money doing this, and you need to be aware of it. So anyway, we're on a website here, so I shared the website on the YouTube stream and on the Facebook stream. So can you spot when you're being phished? So guys, I have not gone through this test, so you're going to get to watch me go through it here right now for the first time. Now, make up a name and an email. Create a name and an email. Neither need to be real. To make this quiz more realistic, don't worry, this information won't leave your device. How does this work? This quiz runs in your web browser, storing your name and email in what are called JavaScript variables. These are never sent to the server, and when you close the window or navigate away from the information, it should be removed from your browser. You can view a privacy policy, whatever. So anyway, we know Google's a scam anyway, but okay, so here's a bunch of my addresses. Okay. So let's make a name. So my name is going to be Jimbo. And my email is going to be okay, so this is my fake name and my fake email, alright? So let's go ahead and we're going to hit get started. Okay, so basically what this website does now is it's going to present you with a bunch of scenarios, right? So let's get started with this Google Doc email. And what we want to do is, this is a sample email as if you were logged into your, like your Gmail account or whatever email account, right? So you're logged into your email account, you got some scam email in front of you or whatever email you don't understand yet, and you're trying to decide what it is. So you are being presented here with an email. This is like, you know, a regular Gmail email format, right? And what you want to do is, it's a quiz. So we want to decide whether this email is legit or if it's a scam email, a phishing email, right? So we're going to take a look at this. So we want to look at a few things, right? So we want to look at a few things. Luke Johnson. Well, I don't know who Luke Johnson is. I have no idea who that is. This is a gmail.com address. That really doesn't mean a whole lot. It's to me. The date, subject, departmental budget. Right? So some of the things you want to look at here is you do want to look at the sending email. It's pretty easy to, if it looks like a scam email, then you would know for sure. This one, we're unsure from the address. So we're looking at Luke Johnson is shared a document. And guys, what I'm looking at is down here in the bottom left corner. What you want to be looking at is the bottom left corner when I'm highlighting these links. And you can see in the bottom left corner, it's http://drive-google.com/luke.johnson. I'm not sure about that one. What else do we have? Hey there, this doc, open in docs. So here, we're going to do something right now. Now, I'm not sure at the moment. Is drive-google.com the actual domain where Google, where Google's Drive is. I think it's drive.google.com or google.drive or something like that. So we're going to do a Google search right now, or in my case, a DuckDuckGo search. And Google's Drive is google.com/drive, or it's drive.google.com, right? So you look at this, we have our domain is drive.google.com, right? So to me, what I'm looking at here, when I look at this domain, and again, guys, look in the bottom left corner, down in the corner, okay? When I highlight this, I'm looking at drive-google.com. So to me, this looks like a scam email, right? So I'm going to label it phishing. All right, boom. Look at that, guys. Correct. I got this incorrect. This is a phishing email, right? You must have spotted the lookalike URL. Be cautious about hyperlinks and attachments you open from emails. They may direct you to fraudulent websites where you're asked to input sensitive information. Okay? Yeah, like they say, mousing over the link, and you will see that the domain is drive-google.com, which is not the correct domain. All right? Moving on, guys. Let's go on to the next one. So the second one is, you've received a fax. Look, I already know it's a scam because I've never received a fax in my life, all right? But let's go on. So we know you're excited, but take your time. All right, from fax message, no reply admin, no reply at efax.com. Can I get a drop down here? Looks like nothing to me. You've received a one-page fax. View this fax online. Okay, so again, guys, when I mouse over a link, what you're looking for is down in the bottom left corner where the full domain, the full URL appears. And what we're looking at is efax.hosting.com.mailru382.co/efax/ yada 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 yada, a bunch of stuff I can't even read. All right? So based on the domain that's in the bottom left corner, when I mouse over this link, I already know this is a scam. It's a scam email. I didn't receive no fax. It's a scam. Okay, phishing. Correct. This is a phishing email. Okay? Well spotted. As you saw, the sender's... I didn't even actually see that part. I didn't see the sender's email. But the sender's email is misspelled as efax. Or efax, E-F-A-C-K-S. I didn't even notice that part, but I noticed the domain, right? And the link actually points to mailru382.co, which is what I picked up on the scam as, right? So anyway, let's go to the next one. All right, so this is the third one. I guess we have 8 of these to go through. So, okay, so we have another one here. This one here, I'm going to go ahead and label as a scam, all right? Time for a trip down memory lane. I'm already labeling it as a scam because I can see visually already I don't like it. Remember TK from school. Well, I know a TK. However, so we have TK. TK867530. It's missing the 9. 8675309. They're missing the 9. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. So we got scamemail@gmail.com, right? Basically 8675309, whatever. Scamemail@gmail.com. Hey, do you remember this photo? So again, we're going to check the drop down. Drop down tells us nothing, but we're going to mouse over again. Look down in the bottom corner, and let's mouse over it. And it is drive.google.com.download-photos.sytez.net. All right, look at that domain. Okay, here, I'm going to show you guys this. So I'm going to, I can't, oh, they got it protected so you can't actually open these URLs. But anyway, I was going to try and open the URL just so I could point out how much of a scam it is, right? But anyway, okay, so what we have here is, again, guys, you're looking at the URL in the bottom left corner, right? drive.google.com.download-photo.sytez.net / a bunch of gibberish. Again, guys, this is a scam. Okay, correct. This is a phishing email. The real domain is sytez.net, right? Which is disguised with a bunch of BS in front of it to make it look like Google Drive, right? So it's a scam email, total scam. Move on. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we have this Dropbox one. We have no reply at dropboxmail.com. So again, guys, to me, looks like a scam, all right? Looks like a scam to me because if it was from Dropbox, it'd be from dropbox.com, wouldn't it? What's dropboxmail.com? That makes no sense to me. So we'll check the drop down. Drop down tells us nothing because we can't get full source because this isn't really a full email client, but that's okay, right? So we have your Dropbox is full and no longer syncing files. All right, no, I don't have a Dropbox anyway, so we know it's a scam, but let's move on. Maybe you do have a Dropbox, right? So your Dropbox is full, no longer working. New files added to your Dropbox folder won't be accessible on your other devices and won't be backed up online. Upgrade your Dropbox today and get 1 terabyte of space and powerful sharing features. Okay, so we want to be looking for some clues, right? So we highlight again, look at the URL in the bottom corner, right? We have www.dropbox.com/buy. That looks legitimate. That looks legitimate. Let's keep looking though. We're not entirely sure yet. Get more space. Let's highlight this one. Dropbox.com/help/whatever. Okay, fine. Let's check this other link down here. Dropbox.com/business. Alright, guys. Okay, so we have a few clues here. Actually, I don't think this one's a scam. I think this one's legitimate. This one would be a legitimate email that you would receive in your inbox. Okay? And the domain looks legitimate. Let's do a quick Google search here before we get too crazy. We're going to do a Google search. Okay. Again, I use DuckDuckGo. I don't use Google. So Dropbox, I did a Google search, or I DuckDuckGo'd Dropbox. So it is, in fact, Dropbox.com. So let's go back to our test here. And when we highlight again, look at the URL in the bottom corner. Right? We have www.dropbox.com. And all 3 of these URLs are www.dropbox.com. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark this email as legitimate. Because the URL checks out. This dropboxmail.com, I wasn't sure about at first. It looked a little bit offside, but everything else in this email looks legitimate to me. So I'm going to mark it as legitimate. Boom! Look at that. Legitimate, guys. It's not that hard. So this is a legitimate Dropbox communication. The sender is dropboxmail.com, which is unusual, but legitimate. And the URL is a secure HTTPS to dropbox.com. Okay? So we're just going through the motions here. All right, next one. Okay, so Sharon Mosley. I don't know who Sharon Mosley is, so it's probably a scam. But let's go ahead and investigate this email a little bit more, okay? So we have Sharon Mosley. It's sharon.mosley at westmountdayschool.org. Please find the attached 2019 financial activity report. Huh. Says here, usually their emails come from sharon.mosley at westmountschool.org. And the email is coming from westmountdayschool.org. So I don't have a lot of information to go on this particular instance, other than I can't click this PDF document. There's a 2019 FAR.PDF. That means nothing to me. The only information I have to go on here is in their example. They were saying that their emails usually come from this address at thisdomain.org, and thisdomain.org does not match this domain.org. This is westmountschool.org. This is westmountdayschool.org. So I have to probably say phishing email because the domain is different than the information they gave me. But I think this is a really bad example. We're going to pick phishing. Okay, so correct. This is a phishing email. PDFs, of course, can contain viruses and things like that. So Always, guys, if you don't know the domain that the email comes from, it's probably a scam. This one you're going to go ahead and label a scam because it's no reply at google.support. Not google.com, it's google.support. So this one, just based on no reply at google.support, I'm already saying scam. Someone has your password. I get these all the time, guys. I get like 5 of these emails a day. So google.support. Someone has your password, yada yada. They logged in from whatever, Firefox browser. Again, guys, always your tell. Look at the domain in the bottom left corner. As I mouse over this box, it says myaccount.google.com-security settings page.ml-security.org. If that's not a scam domain, if I've ever seen one, it's a scam, okay? So you do not click change password. It's a phishing email. Correct. This email used a lookalike URL. They used a scam URL. Look at that big ass nasty URL. Scam, guys. Okay? And like, you guys may think these examples are really like obvious or whatever, but and they might look really stupid, but people get scammed by these all day, all right? All day, every day. So anyway, let's move on here. We have 2 more to go through yet before I kill this stream. All right. So we have, again, I'm going to call this one a scam. Again, we have no reply at google.support. Doesn't look legit to me at all. Your account seems to be under attack. Hackers may be trying to steal your password. First of all, hackers don't steal your password. They reset your password. Or they phish for it, one or the other. So yeah, they're trying to steal my password because they want me to go in here and click it. Oh, hang on. What do we have here? This one's weird. This doesn't make any sense at all. So it's from no reply at google.support. I've never heard of google.support. Okay, let's start with that much. When I mouse over the link down here, I do have google.com. And I have /amp/tinyurl.com / a tiny URL link. This doesn't make any sense. I might get one wrong here, guys, because I want to label this one as scam. Government-backed attackers may be trying to steal your password. As if Google would notify me that the attackers that are trying to steal my password are in fact government-backed. Now, based on the domain at the bottom, it is google.com. But then it has a tinyurl.com in it. Now, I'm not sure if this is a Google URL redirection to tinyurl, which is another redirection to whatever website that the phishers, that the attackers would be trying to put to. But let's go based on this. Okay, let's not go based on the domain when I highlight it. Let's go based on google.support. It's probably a scam because it should be coming from google.com or google.ca or google. Whatever country you live in. And government-backed attackers. Google would not notify me if it were government-backed attackers. Google is a government-backed attacker. Okay, so anyway, phishing. Correct. This is based on a real warning, but links to a fake login page. So guys, I got this one right, and I was a little bit worried, but I got this one right. Alright, so let's do the last one. Okay, so you've signed up for a travel planning service. You want them to scan your email, but take a closer look. Alright. So we have Google. Hi, Jimbo. Trip it. Okay, so we have a link here. Ah, I highlight this link. It doesn't show anything in the corner. Ah. Clicking allow will redirect you to tripit.com. That's weird. So we have some JavaScript nonsense going on. Again, guys, I had to enable JavaScript in my browser. A lot of time I run with no script, so I don't get any scripts. But that's weird. That's a weird JavaScript thing going on. We have nothing here. Allow Tripit to do this. You may review this app's terms of service policies and whatever, whatever. So terms of service, you have tripit.com. Yeah, that looks legit. Tripit.com, that looks legit. Again, guys, I'm looking at the URL in the bottom left corner as I mouse over some of these links. My account. You can remove this or other, okay. Just security.google.com, so that's all legit. Cancel, allow. This looks like a legit email. So what this looks like is, this looks like a confirmation email that you would receive in order to allow a new Google app on your account. I believe this is legit. Everything else in this email looks legit. Again, look at the domains in the corner. Terms of service is tripit.com / their URL to their agreement. Privacy policy, same thing. Tripit.com / link to their privacy policy. And we're talking about Google Apps down here. And this is the link to the security.google.com settings for user app permissions. So this looks like a legitimate email. I'm going to mark it as legit. Correct. 8 out of 8, guys. Look at this. All right. So, okay. So that's a legit email. All right. Great job, Jimbo. You got 8 out of 8 correct. Practice makes perfect. And the more you understand what to look for, the safer you are from phishing attacks. You can also take a simple steps to protect your online accounts, yada yada. Click all the buttons. So guys, basically there it is. Let's see. I guess one of you now are looking at my video and I'm not sure which account here is. So one of you have my video, the other one has, you're looking at a couple of computer monitors. I'm sorry, limitation of my abilities at the moment. But basically guys, yeah, like email phishing is a very big business, and you need to be aware of this, and you need to be investigating before you randomly click stupid links in your email, because if you're just randomly clicking stuff in your email, you're going to end up with phishing websites who are going to look like legitimate websites, and you're going to log in. It looks like you're logging into your Gmail account, but it's just a fake website that's taking your username and password so they can log into your Gmail account, steal all your shit. Or else they are looking for you to make payments to services that are not legitimate, but may look like they're legitimate services you use. And then you're also going to get all hit with a lot of things like viruses, malware, and all kinds of other junk. Right? So, yeah. Okay, so it looks like you Facebook guys, Facebook, you guys do not have my video. My video is only available on YouTube at the moment. But, let's just see here. Okay, so no comments on Facebook, but thanks guys for joining. And on YouTube, also no comments, but thanks guys for joining. I'll just go ahead and wrap it up here. Again guys, as always, thanks for joining. I guess I got my green screen all pushed off to one side, so I guess YouTube's looking at part of my green screen with my image behind me, and then part of my server and a bunch of other stuff off in the corner, but whatever, it is what it is. So guys, thanks for joining. I hope you learned something about phishing attacks here tonight. I hope it helps you be a lot safer on the internet. You must stay vigilant. Okay, the internet is a very nasty thing. It is a total invasion of privacy, and it is there to collect and harvest your data for malicious purposes. Okay, so the only defense you have is to not give the internet your information to begin with, right? Know the websites you're using, know what you're doing, and just, guys, stay safe out there and stay smart. So until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Stay safe out there. Ciao for now.